Good evening and welcome to MSU's Inside Out. I'm your host, Tyler Lubin, always joined by
Howard Wade here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our Halloween episode and we anticipate it on being a great show. You'll see some pretty cool outfits today as well. I will be joined by cross-country athlete Jacob Jensen. Tyler, you'll be joined by
our own KMSU Dante, who is mostly behind the scenes, kind of a director's point of view of the Saturday Showdown and the finale this weekend. Should hear from Cole from sports, and like Howard said, a pretty good episode on tap for you guys.
We'll also have Braden stepping in and giving us a weather update. And standing by with our news update is Nina. Nina, what do you have for us?
Oh, I've got lots of stuff, so listen up. Hi, Beavers. Joining us, we're very excited for this Halloween episode. Unfortunately, I didn't dress up, but I was going to be Neil. My costume is dirty, so bear with me. Join the Minot State English Club for your second ever interactive murder mystery. Written and directed, as well as performed by students of the club, this interactive show will rely heavily on audience participation. That means it's up to you to help ID Fred Rude and his assistant, Missy Laddie, in figuring out who committed the murder. Interrogate the characters and follow Rude and Laddie throughout Hartnett Hall. You can reserve your tickets at MSU English Club, their Facebook page. Tickets are $5 and selling fast. Excited to go trick-or-treating this weekend? No need to wait. St. Alexius Health Medical Center is hosting a fun and interactive experience for families with small children. Tomorrow at 3:30 to 5:30 in the Medical Center's Plaza. They invite all to put on your Halloween costumes and join them for their fun games, prizes, and treats. Next Friday, November 5th, from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., the Clarion Hotel and Convention Center will be hosting a fall boutique mixer, not to be mixed up with bouquet, which is what Neil called it. Different things, just hope everyone knows that. Over 20 local boutiques will be there, and drinks are available upon purchase. This year, they're offering a VIP experience for the early birds who get to show up before 4 p.m. for early access, shopping, and a swag bag full of amazing items for the participating boutiques. VIPs are limited for the first 75 guests, so grab your gals and come join them for a fun night of shopping and drinks. Roosevelt Park Zoo is celebrating Halloween a little bit early this year. This Saturday, they're hosting a fun event called Boo at the Zoo. From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., you can come celebrate alongside some furry creatures and bring your trick-or-treat pal to wander the zoo. Entrance for members is only $2, while non-members are $3. And that's all I have for today, Beavers. Have a happy and safe Halloween. Howard, are you looking forward to Halloween? What are you dressing up as?
I am looking forward to Halloween. I plan on being a superhero. There's just one problem. I don't have my costume yet.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I'll figure that out. I'll figure it out, okay? I'm relying on Party City, why not, to come in clutch and, I don't know, Superman, Batman, something. That's me. So I'm joined today by a cross-country athlete who had to wait over 365 days to get back on the courses and representing our Minot State cross-country team, Jacob Jensen, junior here at Minot State University. Thank you for joining me, Jacob.
Thank you for having me.
Now, how did it feel? The COVID year, had the year off, canceled. I don't want to say off because you continue to train, but how did it feel to finally get back on the course this semester?
Oh man, it felt very good. I was so excited. I love cross country.
Yeah.
I think it's my favorite sport as a runner. It really hurt not having that season coming into, I think it was 2020, my second year.
Yeah.
We had a chance of having that season, but unfortunately we didn't have that season. So we had to wait until indoor season to start racing again.
Right.
And then we had outdoor, and then coming back from the summer, we finally had cross country. It was so much fun going back into it. That first meet in Moorhead, I was really excited for the team. I wanted us to place very well. I think with the younger guys, they're still a little inexperienced, but
Yeah.
the more years that we have and the more runners that we recruit and stuff like that, I think our team is going to be very well in the next couple of years.
Right. I agree. And you mentioned placing very well. Men's cross-country team does that through most of their meets. They finish in the upper echelon of top 5, top 7, or well above halfway in total teams that are participating. So that's pretty good, I'd say, with you being one of the veterans on the team and with a lot of younger guys. This past weekend, you finished top 10, 25 minutes, 8,000 meters. Tell us what goes into preparing for such a long race.
Well, personally, everyone has their different running preparations.
Yeah.
Mine, personally, is, having a lot of rest, drinking a lot of water, being hydrated is very well. I do drink Pedialyte, get those electrolytes the night before, maybe get a little bit before in the morning. Have a good breakfast, don't eat too much, say like my race is in the morning. It was in the morning, it was like around 11, but we ate around 7, I had breakfast, so 4 hours is pretty good, so I had a pretty good meal.
Yeah.
If it is a little closer, I try to eat like a little less, but stretching, all that kind of stuff. Really goes into the preparation for running and just being, mentally ready for it.
Okay, now that's like race day. In terms of practice.
Practice.
What does a practice day look like for you and your guys?
I guess it kind of depends on the day. We have our easy runs, which is, you know, just a nice easy pace, you know, just get some miles under our legs. And then we have our workouts, which are, you know, interval, speed work, tempo type of workouts, you know, a lot longer distance, you know, to train us to be prepared for those longer races. And then we have our long runs, which is a lot longer than our easy runs. Sometimes it'll be easy run, you know, just to recover after a hard race. But if we're not racing that weekend, we might do a steady state, which is, you know, kind of a little faster pace than easy pace, but you're kind of just holding that pace for the whole run. And then sometimes we have cut downs. We start at easy pace and then work down to a pretty fast pace at the end.
Now let's talk numbers, Jacob, because as I mentioned, 8,000 meters is what you competed in at the NSIC championships. How do you, like, in terms of numbers, how many meters or miles, I should say, do you run in practice? Like,
so I guess it's kind of hard to say day to day, but for week by week, I run. In the summer, when we're building up mileage, we go all the way up to like around 90 to 95 miles a week.
90,000, that's a vehicle.
But when we get around, you know, the season and stuff like that, we start dropping mileage. So I think I was running around maybe 70 to 80-ish miles. I'm probably dropping a little bit more down going into regionals because I don't need to run all those miles because, you know.
It's regionals.
Yeah.
Get ready. I mean, Jacob, I'll be honest with you. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll probably run 90,000 miles in my lifetime. And you're doing it at a spectacular pace, finishing top 10, passing Devin Shumway. He was a student here in our broadcasting department. How'd that feel? Did you get in touch with Devin at any time?
I did. After the race, well, actually, Coach Monaco snapped a picture and sent it to Devin. And he was really excited. I was speaking to Dante before I came in, and him and Devin were just amazed. Devin was so happy to see me, you know, me breaking his record and stuff like that. So, and then I talked to him like after we were leaving and stuff like that over text message and stuff like that. Yeah.
Pretty impressive. And that record held by Devin, I think, was 2019. He did that.
Yeah.
And I think you smashed it by, what, 3 minutes or so?
I think it was around 25 seconds.
25 seconds. Okay.
25
Not bad, not bad. Now, and NCAA Central Regional Championships is coming up. What are your plans? What are your thoughts coming up for that? Augustana is looking to be one of the forces to reckon with. What are your thoughts and plan going into that, man?
Honestly, I'm thinking about, you know, kind of running a similar kind of tactical race that I ran for conference. Just run with the group that I know I can run with and start moving my way up, because that worked very well in conference. But my goal is to maybe shoot for nationals, because I have a pretty good shot this year to qualify for nationals individually. So to do that, you have to be top 2 in the region, but sometimes the cross-country committee comes together and gives out some more bids for individuals, depending how stacked the region is. So say the region is a lot faster than other regions, then we'll bring more people from that region just to level out the playing field during nationals.
Okay. Well, Jacob, I wish you all the best
Thank you.
at the regionals. I wish you all the best getting to nationals. I'm speaking it for you now. And Joplin, Missouri, November 6th, Jacob Jensen and the Minot State men's cross-country team will be in action. Look out for that on the NSIC network. You can watch that live. Coming up after our underwriters, we will have Braden with our weather update, and Tyler Lubin will be joined by Dante with his guest interview. Stick with us.
Thank you to all of our underwriters. Trinity Health is a comprehensive healthcare system based in Minot, North Dakota.
Fiance, with all your prom and bridal needs, located in downtown Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports.
KIZZ FM Z94, playing today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's music mix.
SRT, offering a number of services including phone, TV, internet, and security.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZPR 105.3 FM, Minot's rock station.
East End, where the poor is worth so much more, located in downtown Minot.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
Nice Impressions, no job is too big or too small, located in downtown Minot.
MSU Beavers Hockey. Online info at msubeavers.com.
Forward Communication, connecting professionals in the Midwest.
El Azteca, authentic Mexican food on North Broadway near the airport.
MSU Theater Department, year-round entertainment.
Red and Green, MSU's student-run newspaper.
MSU Bookstore, for all your campus needs.
Minot Nutrition Addiction, offering healthy smoothies and meal replacements on the go.
HBarB Construction, for all your oil field needs.
Bear's Cat Donuts, located on Broadway across from Minot State Campus.
Welcome back. It hasn't snowed as yet in Minot, but I'm sure it's on the way. Braden is standing by with our weather update. Braden, what do you have for us?
Well, yes, Howard, it definitely is on the way with the temperatures kind of dipping down, and with Halloween coming up this Sunday, it's definitely getting close to that time. But anyway, fall has fallen, as we have said before. Here in Minot, the current temperature is 61 degrees, meeting the high for today. The low is actually at 36 degrees, so about half-ish of that. Looking at the 7-day forecast, today it is significantly hotter than it is going to be this weekend. As you see, it keeps trickling down and down until we get into the 30s on Monday and Tuesday. But looking at Wednesday and Thursday, it's going to get back up into the 40s. Now, if we look at the lows for all of those days, they keep trickling down until we finally reach 21 degrees. Looking at the current temperatures around the state, Minot, as I said before, 61 degrees. Over in Williston, we have 54 degrees. Down in the west central portion of the state, we have Dickinson at 55 and Bismarck at 57. Turning our attention over to the Red River Valley, Grand Forks up in the northern part at 48 and Fargo down at 52. Looking at this weekend preview for athletics, the Minot State women's soccer team is traveling to Crookston, Minnesota. Looking at the temperatures over there on Friday, it is going to be 54 degrees, leading into a low of 28 for that night. Going into Saturday, and that'll drop a little bit to 50 degrees to a low of 34. And then Sunday, finally dropping down ultimately to 43 degrees. Looking at our spotlight of locations that all of our crew members are from, we have Seattle, Washington, all the way over on the West Coast. Our director, Maya Smalls, is there, and also our interviewee, Dante Gabois, is also from there. The current temperature, is 61 degrees, as well as Minot. The high also 61 degrees, so kind of relatively same temperature there, but looking at the low for tonight, it is 46. So, Tyler, it looks like the temperature is definitely dipping down. Winter is on its way with Halloween being this weekend, so get ready, break those coats out.
Yeah, definitely been looking, kind of waiting for the snow to hit because I've been here long enough to know that it's going to happen eventually. I haven't really thought that it isn't, so it's always good to hear that, we get a little bit more sunshine while it lasts. Well, the final Saturday Showdown is this Saturday and on KMSU, and joining me today is the director of the show and broadcast student, Dante Gabois. Dante, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
So, explain to me, what is the Saturday Showdown?
So the Saturday Showdown is, we just kind of break down the football game that is going to be happening that day. We just have a few interviews, some sports segments, and then our hosts break down the game.
Awesome. Who runs the show?
So I direct the show, but we kind of as a team run the show. Cole interviews Coach Aldridge, Braden does his own piece for local sports and the game, and then together they break down the show. But we have a few people in the box with me, so really nice little group we have.
When did the idea come to? I know with COVID last year, obviously probably not a lot of contact as far as interviews go, but I know this year with everything kind of opening up a little bit more, I'm sure an opportunity like this had to come
in summertime maybe?
Yep. So this was actually a show that took place a few years back, and we're kind of just reopening it up and hopefully kind of make it a year-round thing that we'll do. So yeah, we kind of hit it at the beginning of the school year. Neil approached me and a few other students and was like, hey, how do you feel about bringing back the Saturday Showdown? And we were all pretty excited to do it.
Now, anytime you get a show that involves interviews and stuff like that, planning has to be something that goes into a week-to-week basis. For a show like this, kind of how does the planning process go?
So we're actually really blessed. Coach Aldridge makes himself readily available every week before the games. So whether they've been on a winning streak, a losing streak, he shows up and he gives us the facts of what he wants the team to be doing well, better, or things he's focusing on, and some highlights of key players. You
have been a director on a lot of different shows on KMSU. How has that kind of helped you prepare for your role on the show this semester?
Last year was my first semester directing. It was rough at the beginning trying to kind of get the swing of things, but the more I got confident, the more I was like, we're all just here having a good time. This is a cool opportunity. Just stay relaxed and the show will generally go well. So the other directing shows has really helped, and this one's a piece of cake with the people I work with.
Now, vice versa, kind of like a reverse question here. Now, being on this show, has this taught you anything about your directing, like as you continue your career?
This particular show, not necessarily, but it is really nice to work with some the people who really want to be doing this, because this is the core of the broadcasting group, the people who want to go above and beyond. So Cole, you can see it the way he talks about sports, and Braden, being a freshman, you can see him really getting the ball rolling, getting excited. So if anything, it's just shown me when I get to work with people who are passionate about something, I enjoy it way more.
Now, I know that this also kind of correlates to the Inside the Dam show on Mondays.
Yes.
Now, do the two shows ever kind of when you're putting down ideas, you're directing of that one too?
Yep.
Is that ever too much to handle?
No, I definitely, that one I try to have fun with. There's a lot of first-time people in front of the camera, so you really just have to kind of roll with the punches. It does feel like chaos at a bit times because there's so many different segments, but really just kind of keep a cool head, have some fun. Yeah, I definitely don't feel too overwhelmed with that show.
Now, being part of KMSU for a while, kind of what is your favorite part about being in the department?
The people, easily. It's a really great group of people who I feel like genuinely care about the person next to them. So I'm blessed to have this department because it feels like a home away from home. Just a lot of people that, we hang out outside of classes, we do stuff together. Yeah, definitely the people just make it really all worth it.
Now, do you see a career in directing in the future, or is that kind of, I know it's early, we're in college, we don't know, but.
It definitely piqued my interest, especially when I see people direct, you'll kind of see behind the scenes of people directing sports games, whether it's football, basketball, you see people doing it in the NBA, it's super cool. So, that does intrigue me, the idea of possibly being able to do that, but I'm not sure how far my directing career will carry me.
One part about KMSU is you kind of get to try a bunch of different hats on pretty much. So have you ever thought about possibly switching to a kind of talent position?
It's been a long time since I've been in front of the camera. This is actually the first time in a couple of years, but I think I enjoy being behind the camera more. As much as I may feel like I could possibly succeed in that, I think I enjoy the behind the scenes stuff a bit more.
Now, being from, is it Seattle?
Yep, Seattle.
Is coming to North Dakota, obviously, and for myself too, from California, I noticed a few changes. Was the adaptation easy kind of get used to around here?
It was a little bit tough, but the people in the department made it really easy. Once I got integrated into it, the teachers, the friends I made, it made life a lot easier. Other than the weather, everything's been pretty good since.
I will talk about that weather. First snow, what was your kind of impression of that?
Well, we have some snow back home, but generally it goes away within a week or so. This snow hangs out for 5 months and doesn't go away. And so that, I think, was the thing that I kind of had to get used to, that it was just cold all the time. But I wasn't too afraid of the first snow.
Well, it is definitely something to get used to. Thank you for being on the show today, and be sure to check out the Saturday Showdown this Saturday on KMSU. We'll be right back with a word from Underwriters with Sports.
Thank you to all of our underwriters. Trinity Health is a comprehensive healthcare system based in Minot, North Dakota.
Fiance, with all your prom and bridal needs, located in downtown Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports.
KIZZ FM Z94, playing today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's Music Mix.
SRT, offering a number of services including phone, TV, internet, and security.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's Classic Hits.
KZPR 105.3 FM, Minot's Rock Station.
East End, where the poor is worth so much more, located in downtown Minot.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
Nice Impressions, no job is too big or too small, located in downtown Minot.
MSU Beavers Hockey. Online info at msubeavers.com.
Forward Communication, connecting professionals in the Midwest.
El Azteca, authentic Mexican food on North Broadway near the airport.
MSU Theater Department, year-round entertainment.
Red and Green, MSU's student-run newspaper.
MSU Bookstore, for all your campus needs.
Minot Nutrition Addiction, offering healthy smoothies and meal replacements on the go.
HBarB Construction, for all your oil field needs.
Bear's Cat Donuts, located on Broadway across from Minot State campus.
Welcome back. A lot going on around the campus of Minot State University for sports. Our very own Cole Clementich is back and ready to give you an inside look on what's going on.
Yeah, an exciting time for Minot State sports as well. And big congrats again to Jacob Jensen for breaking Devon's record on the NSIC championship race. And hello, Beaver fans. I am Cole Clementich back again with your Inside Out Sports. You can chalk up a win for the Beaver football team. After 7 tries at it, the Beavers finally tasted victory on the gridiron. Running back Ali Muhammad, along with the defense, shined in the Beavers' 17-14 win over the Upper Iowa Peacocks. Coach Aldrich, after the game, says the Beavers had to overcome a lot during the win.
But the positive of that is when you expect to win, you're able to overcome those situations. And early in the season, when those situations would happen, they would bury us. And today we kept fighting and we kept going, and that's all due to the guys expecting to win when they walked on the field.
There's still plenty for the Beavers if they are to finish strong as they get down to 3 games left on the season. Another Beaver club got a win on their schedule this past weekend. Minot State Volleyball cruised to a 3-0 sweep over Minnesota Crookston. The duo of Roxy King and Kylie Kuntz combined for 23 kills, and Sophia Peterson with a standout performance, including 29 assists. The Beavers will be back on the court tonight with student group night as they host the UMary Marauders at 7 p.m. After a 9-game winning streak to open up NSIC play, the Beavers Soccer Club has struggled to score as of late. Minot dropped a 3-0 contest to Mankato and drew with the Concordia St. Paul Golden Bears in double overtime. Beavers are down to their final 3 games, and it'll be a huge stretch as they battle for a home playoff game in the NSIC tournament. Other scores around MSU athletics: the men's hockey team wins big over Wilson State 8-1. Connor Navrat scores a pair in the third period surge over the Tetons. Basketball season is underway as both the men's and women's squads pick up opening wins. 63-56 for the women's over Dickinson State, and an offensive shootout for the men's, taking it 98-93 over Valley City. It's time for the weekend preview. This Halloween should provide plenty of treats and less tricks for the local fans. Football is back at home for a second straight week, getting ready for a 1 p.m. kickoff with the Duluth Bulldogs. Women's hockey will drop up the puck with NCAA Concordia College in a home-and-home series. Saturday at the Mesa will start at 4. It's senior day for the women's soccer team on Sunday, 12 p.m. trick-or-treat game on Halloween. Wrestling is around the corner as they will be holding an inter-squad duel inside the Dome. Catch at 2 following the soccer match. High school playoff football continues at the Herb after a 21-0 shutout over the Hazen Bison. The Bishop Bryan Lions are back to take on division rival Velva Garrison in the quarterfinal round. Kickoff is to be determined on Saturday. That is all we have for this week on KMSU Sports. I'm Cole Clementich signing off, and as always, roll Beavs. Tyler Howard, We got a lot in professional sports. We got the Packers and Cardinals and a big primetime matchup on Thursday Night Football. And also the World Series is underway between the Atlanta Braves and Houston Astros. How exciting is it right now?
It should be pretty exciting. I know the matchup tonight's be two of the top teams in the NFC. I got Aaron Rodgers, who clearly said he didn't want to play for the Packers, but has now found a way to win 6 games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
World Series-wise, I still like the Braves. I think everyone's rooting against the Astros, but it should be interesting to see how those two wind up.
Yeah, I agree with Tyler, except for the Braves part. I think the Astros will find a way to win it this time around, and Arizona. With or without the trash bans, they should find a way. Maybe with the trash bans, they find a way, but
yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, no other cheating scandal comes about with this.
That is
true.
Yeah,
it should be fun.
Yeah. Thank you, Cole, for our sports update, and we will wrap up our show. But first, we'll hear a word from our sponsors.
Minot State's small enough that you get to experience a lot of good things. You get into radio right away, TV right away, work as a director, a producer, or a talent on the show. It's really fun to be involved doing all those things. We've got the new technical equipment. Everything you work with here, for the most part, is going to be out there in the real world. Neil Roberts is a great mentor. He has been seasoned in TV and radio and able to bring that experience to the classroom, and he's personable. He has a passion for it, and he wants everyone else to share that passion as well. I'm the director and producer of Inside Out. I work with a lot of different people and make sure that everyone's satisfied and everybody's working together to make communication what it is. Over this semester, everybody's worked together and found this rhythm with each other, and it all just comes together. It makes a really nice finished product.
We here at Minot State Broadcasting Department appreciate you for joining us in today's show. We were joined by Joe Exotic. If you did not realize, he gave you the weather update. That was Braden, Joe Exotic. And we are joined by Lady Gaga as well, as she's with us live in the KMSU Hartnett Hall studios. Lady Gaga is with us, ladies and gentlemen. And we wish you all the best in your Halloween celebrations this weekend. Tyler, any more updates that you have for us, man?
No, have a safe and happy Halloween, and we'll see you next week.